1st of February, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
Okay, good morning again. This is Rabbi Shlomo Furst here at Yeshivat Samanavshi here in Yerushalayim. This is our second year. We're now learning the Berura and Kalik base of Mishnah Berura. Biggest point, simple chet, last sif, mem hey. We're in the middle of the Ramah. I think we'll begin that can begin let's do the last sif there with the Ramah. See the last point of the Ramah. Also l'shtamish b'koyin afilu b'zman hazeh.
I say it.
Okay. Yeah.
Where are we starting?
Yeah, I don't see it.
Kuf Kaf Bet, the Ramah, the last 10 words of the Ramah.
The last 10 words.
V'chein?
Asur says Asur.
Kuf Chaf Tet?
No, cover Ches.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that again? Kuf Chaf Tes? Is that
Tet.
correct?
Chet,
Oh, thanks.
128.
Oh, that. Okay, I hear you now.
Why don't you should all put a bookmark in your slime so you don't have to look every day where to find it. If you put a bookmark there, it'll save you a lot of time. Okay?
Yep.
Put a bookmark where and that way you know you just open the page and it's just easy to find it back on the same page you left off on. Right? Okay, Eliezer Tzvi would like to read.
Asher l'shtamesh b'kohen afil b'zman hazeh. Is usher to use a kohen?
Right.
Or
To utilize a Kohen, like you could, well, maybe the Mr. Brewer will give us some examples, but you to ask him to pass the salt or to buy a bag of milk for you at the store, or to maybe hold the door open for you.
okay.
Right.
To have a b'mol behektish, it's misusing hektish. Imlo mochel al kach. If he's not, mochel is covered in that case.
Oh,
Okay, so kuf ayin dalid.
right.
So when I go to Me'er's house, I have to ask him to open the door because it's locked. So I have to ask him, right?
Well, I mean, usually what you do is knock on the door and someone opens the door.
Cheryl will open the door for you, not a problem.
But isn't that, even if I knock on the door and he comes and opens it,
If he opens it,
he's asking him, right?
if he opens it, he's being mochel on his covered by opening the door. If he doesn't want to open it, then either he won't open it or his wife will open it. If he's going to open it, he's mochel on his covered because he's opening it. That's the biggest demonstration that he's mochel on his covered because he's doing it.
So how's that different from asking him for the salt?
You could ask him and he could choose not to give it to you because says, I don't want to serve Lou. Let him get his own salt.
And what does it mean to say that it's usher Lehishamesh, the Kohen.
Okay, let's see the Mishna. Let's see the Mishna Berura. We'll take one thing at a time.
Where was it? Kafain Dalid,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. No,
Kafayin dollars, right?
Kafain Dalid. Okay, fine. Okay. Imo Machal on Zeh, if he's not Alkak, he's not Michael on his kavod. About Im Michael mutter, but if he's Michael, it's going to be mutter. Shekavod hakahuna, kmo liftoach rishon o litol mana yafa rishon ukadoma. Mit devorim she'enu mechuyav lechabden. Okay, nitin lahem rak hanasan. Because the covenant we give to the Kohen is mostly for his benefit. The fichach biyado lemochol, and therefore it's within his rights or his hands to be able to mark if he wants. Litin reshus Yisrael tishamashbo. A similar question is asking a Kohen to do hagba may be an issue.
Well, the question is if to do a mitzvah, that's another story. Let's say a Shabbos Aveda. Can you ask a Kohen, about you see an Aveda, can you ask him to get the Aveda, right? Or let's say, can you ask a Kohen to do a pidyon a bed? And so it may not be, maybe we could say two things. First of all, it doesn't apply by mitzvahs, number one. Or you could assume that a mitzvah is automatically moichel with a mitzvah.
Okay.
If it applies to mitzvahs, you might say that it is automatically moichel when it comes to mitzvahs. Or maybe it doesn't apply by mitzvahs at all.
V'yesh mi she'omer, there are those who say, she'enu yachol liten reshus listamish bo ela im ken yesh lo eza hana. But you can't ask him to be moichel his kavod unless there's going to be a benefit to him. Could go in biskar, like he's getting paid, or feel adam chashav, or even if he's doing it for free for a chashav, and somebody has chashivas in his own right. Because he's honored to serve him and he gets benefit from that. But if there's no benefit to the Kohen at all, either physical or monetary or emotional, anything, then the Kohen would not have the right to be moshel as kavod. Dafal gav the kavod yuchal, even though it's possible to mochel kavod, shimush inyan shel bezoyinhu. The actual servitude that he's doing is some sort of a disgrace to him. V'tov l'hachmir l'chatchila. It's good to be machmir for this from the beginning. U'hishtamish behem sharuyos bezuyos bevada yesh lezahir.
To use the coin for like servicings which are bezuyos that are somewhat disgraceful, demeaning, you definitely should be careful about doing that, because you can assume probably he's not moichel in a case like that. You ask a coin you want to shine your shoes, right? To give you a haircut, right? Should be very careful not to ask a coin to do those things. Take out the garbage, right? Take out the garbage. So you can assume that the coin would not be moichel in a case like that. So therefore, we should be very careful about not asking the coin to do those things.
Mayor, talk to Cheryl. Tell her to be careful.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a question. What does a coin do with his wife? What does this apply to husbands and wives as well? Yeah.
What does the Kohen do with his wife?
Well,
Whatever she wants.
Well, that's the problem.
Right, okay. Let's see, get this weiter.
Kuchav Tess?
Kufkaf Hey, Kufkaf Hey, right? Let's see, 1 second, no. No, that's it. Okay, good. So they will, yeah, right, correct. 1 second, Kuf Mem, the bottom, Kuf Mem, just want to see here. And Shmiziako, 1 second. Just want to check here. Pay Gimel, 1 second. Okay, yeah, let's continue. Let's continue on.
Okay, the eight tefillos nosis kapayim. During which tefillos do we duchen? A nosis kapayim ella b'shachris and musaf u'neilas b'yom sheyesh bo neila. We only duchen during shachris and musaf and nila in those days that have nila, kamo Yom Kippurim, such as Yom Kippurim, avalo b'mincha, but not during mincha. Mishum sheshkia shichros, but also shah, because people might have had alcohol during that time of the day. Shemahu Kohen Shikr, and the Kohen might be drunk. The Gatu Mincha Shaltanis, Osho Mincha Shar Yomim. And we made a gezerah that they don't duchen a mincha on the tanis because we don't duchen a mincha on the other days. Although betanish ain't bo nila, but on the tanis where there is not nila, hoyel tefilas hamincha samach l'skia, since mincha is going to be late in the day, close to sunset, he don't know what tefilas nila is. It is similar to the, or it's comparable to the tefilas of nila. They know mischalefes the mincha al shar yamim, and it's not compared to mincha on other days. Nasias kapayim. Therefore, on those days we will daven. We will say we will duchen during a mincha. Okay, and mincha shalanu kavar nispa le'el in siman kuf hav ches. And our minhag has already been explained above in siman kuf hav ches. And I believe that we don't duchen at mincha ever. Mayor, is that true?
I'm sorry.
Do you ever do? Do you ever duchen at mincha?
I think I have on Tisha B'Av, the whole day fast. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there are some places. I mean, it depends. Mincha Gedola, there's a machlokus on, for example, on Tisha B'Av. Mincha Gedola, there's a machlokus whether they duchen or not. But Mincha Katana before Shkia, I think many places do in fact duchen. I know here
Yeah.
we duchen there on Tisha B'Av.
Okay.
Okay, let's see the Mishna Berura.
Okay. Aleph. El b'shachris musaf and mila, except for shachris musaf and mila. Hainu b'chol yom b'shachris. During weekdays, every day in shachris. B'Shabbos yontiv gam b'musaf, and on Shabbos and yontiv also musaf. Yom Kippurim gam b'tfilas nila, and on Yom Kippur we also do a tfilas nila. I don't remember, I haven't been in Israel, so I don't know, but I don't remember doing Nesias Kapayim on Nila.
Let's see. By Nila, they in fact do. If they try and do, they want because they want to do it before Shkia. They rush a bit to try and get Nila, the Chazor Shas of Nila done before Shkia, so they can do it. The minig is here, at least in Yeshiva that I'm familiar. In some other places, they do the duchening by Mila time.
Okay, I have not been zocheh to see that. Okay, fine. V'hu kishahu adayin yom, and that's as long as it's still day.
Oh, that's why we try and rush Nila, that we should reach the Chazor Shatz of Nila in time for the duchening during the daytime still.
Okay. Biyom sheyesh bo nila, on a day that has a nila. Hainu b'tanis ha muvorin lakaman Simon Tough Kuf Tzaddik test.
I-
Those
I
are the
did- I
fasts that we
did-
explained above. Tough Kuf Tzaddik test. Shetiknu Rabbanan Bahen Tefilas Nila Kamo B'Yom Kippurim, where the Rabbanan were masakin that we would say Nila like we do on Yom Kippur.
Right.
So Shema Yehi Kohen Shikur that we don't. The reason they don't do it during Mincha is the Kohen might have had alcohol. Shenistaka b'sudaso is drinking during his meal. Shikar also Nesias Kapayim. Somebody who's drunk is also to do Nesias Kapayim. Ukanal b'simin kafchaf ches siflam and ches. You see in kafchaf ches simin siflam and ches, masha ein kain b'musaf lo gazru. That's not the case on musaf, so we're not go through that because musaf is usually before the meal has taken place. The kivich also lisod sudas keva kodem musaf. Since you can't have a fixed meal before musaf, kim sima tima ba'alma. It's just that you're just going to be tasting things. You're not going to have
like a snack,
right, or a kiddush. You're not going to have a lot. Kavur b'simin reish pei vav sif gimel, and we're going to explain reish pei vav sif gimel. So we're not worried about shikros in that case. Okay, shel tanis mincha v'tanis hainu shel tanis siva sheish bahem nila. This is a tanis siva that has nila associated with it. Hanal oshel yom kippurim or on yom kippurim which has a nila. Oto mincha they were gozer not having not doing mincha on a tanis because of mincha on a weekday. The fish every yom sheyesh bo neila mispal mincha beod hayom gadol. If there's a nila, then we say mincha when there's still a lot of time left in the day. Gedela haskil nila kodem skizacham because you want to start nila close to the sunset. L'chein mischat lefes he mincha shel shar hayamim, and therefore mincha looks like mincha on other days of the week of the year. When we say mincha early, Shayunogim Gamkain Lispal Baod Hayom Gadol, because you say mincha when the sun is, there's still a lot of the day left. Who because people want to eat after mincha. It's also lecho kodem tefillas mincha because it's also to eat before mincha. First parak in Shabbos, in Gemara Shabbos. Kosher kosev is simin reish lamed vav, as we written in reish lamed vav. Ubinanila lo gozru oto shar yamim, and in Anila we weren't gozer because of the other days. Lafi the lecha tefila nila kiim because the only time we have a nila is when there's a tinus.
Right, so you won't come to make a mistake because Nila is always going to be on a tinus, and therefore you won't mistake that with the other days. There wouldn't be a tinus.
Okay, so Aimbo Nila, when there's a day without Nila. Hainu kol ha'arbatonius v'tzom Esther. These are the four tinus and
And tinus,
tinus Esther.
right? Meaning that would include Soim Gedaya, Asar B'Tavis, Yud Zion,
Tammuz and Tisha B'Av.
Tisha B'Av, right?
Okay. Samasias Chamahu, it's close to sunset. Shahaya Minhagim La'achov La'achov Summer Skia, because we want to do it close to Skia. And the minik Shalonu, our minik is, Rosa wants to say, She'ein nosis kapayim klal b'min rosenu b'chol yemos hashana. We don't duchen in our countries at all during the year.
Yeah, that's the
Ashkenaz.
custom of the Ashkenazim in Europe that they only on Yom Tovim would they dochen anyway.
Only on Yom Tov. Gam zeh rak b'tfilas musaf is only during the tefillah of musaf. We call Malcolm in all places, call hadinim haniskorim b'siv zeh nafkine gam lidan le'inyan amiras elokeinu v'elokei avosenu. So the dinim we say when we say niskapayim, if there are no kohanim present, it also says whether we say elokeinu v'elokei avosenu as far as in Chazaras Hashatz.
Right,
Except we do say Elkeinu v'Kevoseinu b'mincha on a tinus, even though we're not doing it.
right, but at
Well,
Shabbat, I guess
Lefiyam
by Shabbos, there wouldn't be any, right? By Shabbos on a tinus, by
We
Shabbos
say
on a
Elkeinu
tinus,
v'Kevoseinu, or we say it in Shachris.
we do say, yeah, we do say. Right. The only question would be by Mincha on a tinus, right?
Ulefi hamavor lo el b'simin kaf zayin zman sheroya Medina Lisa Kapayim Omrim Elkeinu v'Kevoseinu. And as explained in Siman Kaf Zayin, about the times that it's fit to ducha, and we say Elokeinu v'Kevoseinu.
All right. Okay, let's see one, let's see, that's base, right? The next one is, yeah, that would be base. Okay, I think we come to our time already, right?
Okay, very good.
So we'll do base tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem.
Okay,
Okay, very good. And,
very good, Lauren. Yashkayach.
Have a good day, everybody.
Okay, you too.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good day. Bye.
Amen.
Bye.
Okay, so we're back.